Well, hey folks, listen, I just got these two Meridian discs in the mail, the putter and the mid-range, the Strait, and I'm going to take you along as we do a quick impression of them right out of the box, right after the intro. All right, so I've jumped immediately out of the car. I've got a small window to do this, so no stretches, no anything. I'm gonna start with the putter, and I'm gonna throw the putter at the blue basket, and I'm gonna throw the Strait at the yellow basket. But it should be torque resistant, just nice, easy throw. Oh. Okay, that was a little surprising. I was thinking it was going to be a little more stable, and it actually just popped up and rode straight. Nothing wrong with that, not what I was expecting. Now this one's called the Strait, so it should be a nice straight flyer. All right, I don't know if you can see, it just popped up a little road to the right and then just stayed pretty straight. Yeah, it was straight, a little understable, and let's go grab them and play a couple holes. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to throw them straight down the middle. Start with the Strait. It's really pretty straight. It's got a little bit of a turn, a little bit right in the beginning, and then it just cruises straight on. So slightly understable, but really straight. All right, now the putter. So you might have been able to see, I kind of fluffed it and yanked it over a little bit, and it fought out of it and went straight and just cruised on. So it held my bad torque, my off-axis torque, pretty well. All right, let's give it another run. Here's the Strait. It wants to give that initial turn to the right and then flatten out. So it's definitely a touch on the understable. Now we've got a headwind coming here, so it's kind of lifting it and pulling to the right. Let's try with the putter. Because of the headwind, I wanted to put it on hyzer just to see how it would hold it and fight the wind and give me a nice hyzer fight. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, for this hole, we're gonna go for the blue basket, and it's just straight down there. So I'm gonna start with the Strait, and I'll throw this one just to see what it does. That was a nice flight. I put it flat, got a little ride up, and then just faded off softly at the end. Yeah. Putter rose up a little bit and then just carried and just settled down. So it's not overstable. It's the Strait is a little straighter flyer, but the putter is pretty straight too. It's got a little nice little subtle fade at the end. I'm throwing into a headwind, so that can have some determination on how much it flipped up. We'll just keep playing. But both of them, nice flights so far. You know I love a nice understable or straight flying disc. I feel like those are the bread and butter of most people's bags if they can shape their shots. Bonk. All right, so we're gonna go for the blue basket, just straight down here. It's a perfect test for it. I threw that a little low and pulled it over a little bit. It's still a nice straight flight. That was more me than the disc. All right, let's try the putter. I think it's a Tarsus, and I totally blanked on the name, but I think that's what it is. But I'm just gonna have to call it the putter so I don't keep having to put the name down below. I'll put it down and you know what it is. Well, it says it's supposed to be torque resistant and kind of follow that line. I threw that direction. I dropped down and I just released early. It was a bad flight. But both of these discs, I can tell you right away, because I've actually played a few more holes before this, had technical issues. But they're simple, straightforward. Just they're going where you're throwing them, and that's going to cover a lot of people's games. And so far, so good. All right, so let's see how the putter handles the approach shot. Yep, not bad. So the plastic feels nice. It's got a good little feedback to it. It feels like a star in its stiffness, but it also feels a little bit like Champion plastic as far as the clear. It's got a good feel. Maybe more of the, I'm not a great plastics guy, but feels more like some MVP stuff. Anyway, it feels good. I like it. It's got a good amount of tackiness to it. All right, so we're gonna do the last hole, and before I go, I wanna tell you, this is good plastic. I like the feel of it. It's got a nice enough texture to it that it doesn't feel super slick, but they feel high quality. And the whole thing is, so far, I've played several holes with it, and they're just point and shoot, and you can do a lot with these discs. Now, granted, this is only me throwing about 30 minutes with these. I literally got through with a round earlier playing another disc, Ultimate, and I got out here, and I've got 30 minutes to do this before my son's soccer game. It's about to rain. I'm running out of digital card. So take all that to know that this is just my very first impressions. But so far, these things go where you throw them, and that's a good thing. So let's throw one more. I'm just going straight through the tunnel. It should be perfect for this. Straight on down line, fade a little bit at the end. It kind of reminds me of the Hex flight a little bit. It's somewhere in there. Just nice and straight with a little fade at the end. It does a little rise, goes straight, and then a little fade at the end. Very workable. Same thing with this. This goes where you put it. Let's see if I can put it straight. So because I'm trying to throw that a little harder, I'm trying to get a little extra juice, I tend to be pulling through, and I'm releasing a little bit on angle, and it's just pushing out. The nice thing is it's not dumping, it's not overstable. It's just cruising down there and then fading to the left. I guarantee if I put that flat, it would have held it a lot longer and then softly faded back to the left. So, good stuff. So let's just see if we can get a nice straight full-hand flight. Yeah, pretty good. Boy, that would have been nice to go in. Okay, final wrap up before I throw this one. I saw Josh do an interview talking about these discs and kind of his story, and I wanted to support him, try out these discs, and they're really good. And so I don't think you could go wrong if you get one of these. Might as well try it out. Boy, that would have been awesome if I'd made that one to finish it up. Anyway, I hope to see you out on the course.